I thank the Almighty and my parents for this wonderful day. The most honorable minister, Mr. Joel Oram, has accepted our invitation for this important function. When Mr. Jana told me that our honorable minister, who is known for his simplicity and humility, is going to preside over this How Do You Do function, I was very happy. I know he's very busy. Thank you, sir. We are honored by your presence. And I also thank and welcome Shri Ganeshan, our honorable member of parliament, and who is a very well-known figure in Tamil Nadu, all of us know. So thank you very much for having come here, sir. And நான் எப்போதுமே கல்வி தந்தைன்னு சொல்லுவேன் மிஸ்டர் ஐஸ்வரி கணேசன். He is known for his dynamism. Recently also he conducted, it's an impossible task, with about 5,000 Bharatanatyam dancers in his college, and created a Guinness Book of Records. And I always find him doing something different. Thank you very much. அதே மாதிரி மிஸ்டர் விஷால வந்து செயல் வீரர்னு சொல்லுவேன். And he's an youngster, but one thing, he's a visionary. I always wish him for all his new plans and the efforts which he is taking all the time. He's already very busy. In spite of it, he's taking a lot of time for the public to do something really good. All the best, Vishal. And we are all with you. And thank you very much. I know you also had a shooting today. Literally, you have to cancel it and to come for us. And this is an important program. As Sudhakar was telling, it is made in India. First ever time. I also welcome my wife and other dignitaries on the stage for this inauguration. Dear friends, Vivekananda beautifully said that a man is poor not because he's not having 1 rupee. He becomes really poor when he does not have dreams and ambitions. And our team members, Mr. Sudhakar, very innovative person, and the dynamic Chaudhary, aggressive Mr. Jana, joined together and came to me and talked to me about this concept. I have been always wanting to do something different in my life. Even my core activity is logistics. And we have offices all over India. And we have brought in a lot of new concepts in the logistic field itself. And that has been very, very successful. We are the first ever people to open private air freight station, that too in Chennai, on all India basis. And I worked closely with all the ministry, framed all the SOP, and said even airport cargo movements can be privatized. So that was the first AFS. Like that, we have done a lot of new things in the logistics field. So when the team approached me, I found this How Do You Do is a very creative, special, something different. So immediately I accepted to be the chairman, and I am very proud to be the chairman of this How Do You Do. When I talk about the dreams, now today is the reality. When I talk about the ambition, ambition is made in India. That we have done it. And then I always talk about the mission. The mission is always user-friendly. He explained so much. We have made this product user-friendly. Unless it is made, nobody is going to make use of it. And you will always find different features in this program. And also the vision. As they mentioned, the vision is to make it global. Now we want to think locally and act globally. And this How Do You Do is going to do that, and you will see that. And dear friends, I would even call this program as a smart program. When I say smart program, S stands for something special with all the future. M stands for membership, unlimited membership. Because the existing applications have their own limitations in terms of membership. But as Sudhakar mentioned, even 1 lakh members can be roped into this particular system. Which means it may be for clubs, it may be for the colleges, or it may be even for the political parties. To have a better control and to have a better administration of the members of that association, this how do you do is going to be the answer, and it is going to be user friendly. And so when the R comes, it is the reality. R is basically regional. When I say regional, it is India based. And the T is the time saving. Everybody wants to save the time. And this product is going to be cost protective and also time constructive. So which means whatever the present world, the present requirements are there, we have tried to think about it and brought it to the system. And I always appreciate our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, for having brought in, because I happen to be one of the speakers in Germany, and I was talking about the logistical and other developments in India and how we can rope into so many things in the world, what they have. And I literally mentioned the concepts like Make in India. I was there for Make in India. Make in India, Startup India, Digital India, and Skill India are one of the best concepts in the world. Nobody has created this. And this is going to be one of the reasons why India is going to have a constructive growth compared to the world. And there is not going to be any stagnation, because there are countries who have done really well, have gone into the stagnation because they have not been doing, they are not able to come out with new concepts. And when I talk about Skill India, we really went out. My wife is running a foundation, and we brought in this premier futsal into India. And all the world legends came in. And we went around more than 20 states and got hold of the grassroots players, futsal players. More than 100 players were brought into a boot camp in Chennai, and they were all trained, and 30 people were chosen, and they played along with the legends, both international futsal players. And you wouldn't believe, a person from the slum area of Rayapuram had scored maximum goals along with Ronaldinho. And after the thing, he came and told me, "Sir, I never dreamt in my life I could even see them in the picture. I could probably play with Mr. Giggs, Scholes, all the top players in the world today, and thankful to us, thankful to our entire Premier Futsal team." This is how I want the entrepreneurs to come around, to get hold of these concepts, and whatever manner it is possible, we will develop this. To conclude, I must say that I always take risk. And when you take a risk and when you win, you start leading. You are the leader. When you lose, of course, you become a guide. I have also become a guide to many people, not to get into certain things. And I believe in challenges. And challenges are wonderful for me and more interesting. And above all, when you overcome your challenges, this life becomes meaningful. That is why we have taken the challenges of how do you do with this efficient team, and I am sure with their support, we are not talking about multi-billion and all that. We are talking about a concept which has been made in India, which has to be made global, and we should be proud of it. That is why we have called the Honorable Minister, Cabinet Minister, and also the Honorable Member of Parliament to be part of this program, so that we should be proud to inform the world. We have also created a concept like WhatsApp, which is much better, which has got much better futures, and which is going to be the call of the duty in future. Thank you.